Final thoughts, Ed O'Keefe.
Well, I think we've learned that $1 billion 100-day quest to win the White House is not enough in either regard. He needed more time and more money, and I think there's going to be a lot of questions asked among Democrats about how it is you lost Latino votes, how it is you lost women, and how it is they need to campaign to a country that is changing and clearly worries much more about its pocketbook than about its identity. It's a devastating loss for Democrats who were convinced they were going to make history, and instead a different kind of history has been made this morning.
Scott McFarland.
For Democrats who want some check on Donald Trump, the vote counting in California and Arizona this week is critical for control of the U.S. House.
He's a political giant, eclipsing Reagan probably in the Republican Party in terms of his influence. He is probably the greatest ego and sense of impulse of any president in the modern era, and has fewer checks now on him when he's in office.
Margaret Brennan.
Nor the irony of a time when we're talking about women's rights at the center of a campaign, and we are now seeing the second woman to lose to Donald Trump in 8 years. And it's something that I think will resonate with a lot of young girls and people around the world who are waiting to see if a female could be commander-in-chief of the most powerful country in the world.
Quickly, I'll end with where I began earlier in the evening. I spoke to Trump. He was so calm before the election returns came in, so calm, confident. This is someone who's ready to take the reins again, in his view, not startled at all by the presidency once again coming to him.
Trump won tonight as 2024 voters were looking for a leader, someone who would bring about change. And according to exit polls, that change for them was bringing back Donald Trump to the White House. He was propelled by a dissatisfied electorate, dissatisfied with the state of the country, the economy, and the impact of inflation. So an incredibly tight campaign ending with a big night for the Republican Party, a night that was expected to last 4 days, instead ends in a victory at daybreak for Donald Trump. CBS News projects that the 45th president will be reelected and become our 47th president of the United States. He will be the oldest president ever elected in American history, only the second man to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. This is a political earthquake in many ways, regaining the office that he held for 4 years. Trump will have the backing of a Republican Senate to help pass his agenda and bring in his cabinet. What we still don't know is who will control the House in this election. Americans made their voices heard. Thank you for watching, and stay with CBS News for the latest election coverage.